Hello again, Year 2s. I hope you've had a lovely week so far. Here we are back again doing a wonderful lesson on our maths learning, continuing with money. So grab your journals and your learning partner and let's begin. Okay, for our in focus task, what I'd like you to do is go through it with me, and then you're going to pause the video and check the value of money. Okay, so it says here Ravi is trying to pay £7.75 for this jam jar, and there it says how much it costs. So it says £7.75. What I'd like you to do is pause the video, recall all that learning we did on Monday and probably the previous week, and check how much money Ravi has actually got. Does he have the correct amount? And just a reminder, as a clue here, I've said it's a good idea to count the pounds first and then the pence. So check how much money he's got. Has he got the correct amount of money? And then we can move on. So pause the video and have a go at doing that. Okay, now before we move on, I just wanted to point out to you to say that there is a £5 note here, and notes are also pounds, okay? You don't just have them as coins. So you must remember to count your, when you're grouping your amounts together, when you're grouping your pounds and your pennies together, your notes are pounds. So they come under pounds and you group them together. So let's learn. So recalling from our lesson on Monday, we count up the pounds, okay? So we've got 5 and then we add 2, which makes £7. And then we count up the pence. So it says 20, 40, 60, and then you add 5 more to make 65 pence. So the total amount that Ravi has is £7.65. Now the jam jar costs £7.75. So he does not have the correct amount of money. Okay, so could you find me a way that you can represent 75 pence? I've got one way that's shown here. Okay, so it's got £5 note, which I've grouped together with my pounds. So I've got, instead of just a £2 coin, I've got two £1 coins. So I've got 5, 6, £7. There's another way I've made £7. Then I've got my pence, okay? So I've got 20 pence, then I've got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So there's another way of making 70 pence using 10 pence. Then I've got 2, which is 72, 74, and 1 pence, which would make 75. Could you show me another way of making 75 pence using just going looking at how much originally Ravi had? So how could you add on to make 75 pence, moving on from 65 pence? Or could you just show me what other coins you've used to make 75 pence up, and £7.75 up, sorry. Okay, and then we can move on. We're going to start today's lesson with a lovely activity which Miss Pope and I thought you would have fun doing. So for this activity you need 3 people. You need yourself, your learning partner, and someone else, okay? Now each of you will have an envelope filled with some notes and coins. So if you don't have notes and coins, you might want to make pictures up or use pictures of notes and coins to fill in your envelopes. Okay, and then you're going to follow the instructions below. So each person jumbles up the envelopes after you've filled them up, and then you choose one for yourself. you're going to take the money out and remember our steps and follow through how we count them. So we put all our pounds together and all our pennies together and count them up, and then you're going to write it at the very top of your envelope. Okay? Once you've written it, you're going to put it down, and you are going to put it in order, starting with the envelope that holds the most amount of money, then the next, and then the least. Okay, so you're starting with the most and then the least right at the end. So I hope you have fun doing this one, and when you've done that, you can move on to the next slide. For our guided practice, we have got some questions that resemble the ones on your worksheet. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and have a go at this, doing the guided practice with your learning partner. If you think you can go ahead and try the worksheet first, by all means do that. But if you find the worksheet tricky, please come back and do the guided practice with your learning partner again. I hope that makes sense. And remembering again that we put all our pounds together, whether they're notes or coins, and then we carry on counting our pence and adding them together. Okay? So have a go at doing this, and if you feel you're confident enough to try the worksheet first, you can. And if you find that tricky, you come back and do your guided practice again. So for the worksheet, it's all about counting money. Okay? So all you're doing is counting up your pounds, writing it, counting up your pennies, and then writing that. Okay, remember you order the largest value first, so check in your worksheet that your largest value is right at the beginning, both for pounds and pennies. Remember that notes are also pounds. So have a go at doing that, and then you do the same for this sheet as well. Remember, for Monday's lesson I said it might be worth just putting a cover on the left hand side like this. Use a book or your hand or anything that would cover it up, and I would write your amount that you counted up in each box at the bottom of each box, or wherever you can find room. And when you've done that, you're going to take your book away, or whatever you're using to cover your left hand side, and then once you can see your answers that are same on the other side, you just draw a line to match them up. Okay, I think that's the best way to do it, which would make it easy for you to work through each question. Okay, if you're finding it tricky, pause the video or go back to the beginning of the lesson, listen to the bits that we worked through together, and then you can come back and try again. Okay, do not rush your work, do not panic, because that'll just get you nowhere. Finally, you've got some extra challenges again. So if I'm correct, this is Lulu, and she says, I have £10 and 52 pence made up of 1 note and 4 coins. Which notes and coins must I have? So pause the video and have a go at answering Lulu's question. Okay, then we're going to come back and we're going to listen to this one. It says, I also have £10 and 52 pence, but I have 2 notes and 2 coins. Which notes and coins must I have? So come back and answer his question as well. How else could you make the total value of £10 and 52 pence? What coins and notes could you use to make up this value that these children have used? Answer those questions and we can move on to the next challenge. It says here, write a success criteria to explain how to calculate the total value of money. Okay, so for example, you match the notes and coins together because they are your pound coins. okay? And then you match up your pennies and then you add them up together. Order the notes and coins from largest to smallest, and then what you're going to do. So think carefully through the steps we've talked through during this lesson, or even on Monday's lesson if you need to go back to it, and work through some success steps for me. As always, we look forward to hearing from you. So here is our email address if you need it again. And have a fantastic rest of the day, guys. Speak soon.